All right, everybody, welcome back. This is episode 4 of the Baldur's Gate 3 Immersive Roleplay series. So we're currently in camp with Mayaenatha, who is the chosen of Eilistraee, or at least working towards it. So we last left off from episode 3. We just made it to the goblin camp. We had an interaction where we were hearing this voice from the Absolute. We saw her 3 chosen. We actually made it through being controlled by the Absolute thanks to a mysterious artifact that Shadowheart seems to be in possession of. It was that same little artifact that we saw on the Nautiloid that she was being very cautious and secretive about. Apparently, it also is a gift artifact, since Lae'zel pointed out that it had gift markings on it. So we have multiple issues that we're facing now. 1, the tadpoles in our heads. 2, the Absolute and her cultists are after this artifact. 3, Lae'zel and Shadowheart are at odds over that gift artifact. Lae'zel wants it back, as well as an explanation as to why she has it. Shadowheart mentions that she's on the orders from her cloisters in Baldur's Gate to obtain it. We learned from episode 3 that Shadowheart worships Shar. So that adds another complexity to the situation as well. So we're going to be navigating the goblin camp, and furthermore into this matter, we're trying to find and rescue Halsin, who is the actual first druid of the camp, of the druid grove that we came from. He went missing when he went with Eridan on an expedition. And so we're trying to see if he's still alive, and if so, how we can free him. So this is the current party as it stands. So Mayaenatha, obviously the main character. We have Lae'zel, we have Shadowheart, we have Will. We do have Astarion and Gale on deck. I may use them at some point. I may not, but this is the current party as it stands. So for the most part, most of the party is a single class. So Lae'zel, I decided to go with Eldritch Knight Fighter. And then Shadowheart is still a cleric, but under the Death Domain, which is more lore accurate. And then Will is a Fiend Warlock, which is more lore accurate for him. And then, of course, Mayaenatha is sort of a multi-class with 1 level of Bard, 1 level of Cleric, and then 2 levels of Wizard. We're going to be primarily a Wizard, particularly Blade Singing. That fits more of the lore and build, the backstory for Mayaenatha. All right, so before we head out, we do need to talk with some of the party, because when we did our long rest, we had a visit from this mysterious dream visitor. We were about to transform into illithids when the dream visitor came and essentially stopped that process from happening. She didn't explain to us that she has a way to protect us from the Absolute's control, and that we need to actually harness the power of our tadpoles if we're to have a chance at stopping the Absolute from trying to take over the Sword Coast. So we need to talk with the rest of the camp to get their thoughts on this dream visitor, to see if anyone else had a similar dream, or maybe it was just us. Who knows? Let's start with Astarion, since he's the closest to us.
What's up for discussion?
I had the strangest dream last night. There was a visitor promising me protection and all sorts of delicious powers from the parasites in our heads. Given our shared affliction, I suppose you had a similar dream.
I did.
Excellent. Now we can see what these tadpoles can do for us.
You know, in other playthroughs, I'm normally in agreement to use Illithid powers. But for this role play, Mayaenatha is not necessarily keen on using these tadpoles. She thinks it's probably too risky and may come with a heavy price that we're not thinking about. I don't trust it. We should avoid using these powers.
Is there a reason you're such an utter drip? I mean, do you have some sort of condition? Honestly, it's like you hate good news. Did you actually want something, or are you just here to spoil my fun?
So obviously Eilistraee is not too happy that we're not in favor of these illicit powers. What about Lae'zel?
Glick. I had a dream, as we all did, I suspect. Someone came to me and promised to protect me while claiming that the parasite could empower me. The parasite has taken root, it would seem. Every word, every promise, it is gay deception.
This is where we are actually in agreement with Lae'zel. You're right. We should ignore this dream figure at all costs.
A wise choice. These parasites are a threat to be destroyed, not an opportunity to be exploited.
Do you know much about mind flayers?
I understand much beyond your comprehension. More to the point, I know the cure for our condition. It is imperative we locate a creche. You do well to observe more and question less.
You know what happens if we don't find a cure?
Yes, in great detail. It starts with a fever and memory loss. Then you start to hallucinate. Your hair falls out, and you bleed from every orifice. Your bones will change form. Your jaw will split to allow room for 4 great tentacles. All skin will turn to gore and be shed to reveal new flesh underneath. Then you have ceased to exist, and a mind flayer is born.
That sounds awful. How are you so calm?
Because I do not intend to let this happen. Not to me, and if you stick with me, not to you. We must find my kind and be rid of the parasite. It's as simple as that. The first symptoms should have long since started, though. That is what puzzles me.
You're worried we haven't changed. This is good news.
Yes, if you give it no further thought. But anomalies lead to surprises. Bad surprises. Besides, what hasn't happened may yet come to pass.
All right, let's ask Will.
I had a dream last night. A vivid one. And so did you, judging from the way my tadpole is tingling. Someone came to me and promised to protect me while claiming that the parasite could empower me. Tempting as these powers sound, we should recognize this dream for what it is, the tadpole's little trick. No good ever came from trusting honey-tongued strangers conjured up by illithid worms.
We should have as little to do with these tadpoles as we can.
Well said. This dream figure is no friend to us.
My apologies. Huh. Not quite myself just yet. I had the strangest dream last night. A visitor came to me. A vision of unparalleled beauty and power. She told me she was watching over me, protecting me, and that our tadpoles could prove beneficial if we embrace what powers they have to offer. An uncanny apparition. Not entirely sure what to make of it.
I had the same dream, a similar visitor, with a similar message.
Very curious. In all my readings on the effects of illithid parasites, I've never come across any accounts of correlating dreams between infected parties. Another unique quality of our predicament, perhaps. Are you inclined to take these visitors at their word?
Of course not. It was a dream, nothing more.
Do not dismiss the truth of dreams out of hand. They can be portentous to quite alarming degrees. Still, your caution in this instance is well advised. Let's see whether our dream visitors come good on their promises, or if they too were no more than a passing illusion.
Like, lastly, Shadowheart. So yeah, by the way, we did get a shovel, the closet from the necromancer's laboratory. Because we talked to it and we do have part wizard in our build, he's now permanently part of us.
Did you have any strange dreams of late? Vivid ones?
It happened to you as well.
Damn. I was hoping my imagination had gotten the better of me. But this must be something more. This dream companion wanted me to use the tadpole, use its power. Whoever it was claimed to be an ally, but I don't know. It seems like we can't escape this mess, in the waking world or otherwise.
Let's use the opportunity to talk to Shadowheart a bit more. The artifact seems to be protecting us somehow. Do you still have it?
Quite the understatement, but yes, I have it. And I'll guard it with my life.
Curious that you just happen to have an item that can protect this. How did you come by it?
I was part of a group sent by my cloister. We were to take the artifact from the Githyanki and bring it to Baldur's Gate, no matter the cost. Though it turned out the cost was very steep. I was the only one of the group to survive. I took the artifact and fled, only to be ensnared by mind flayers before I could finish the mission. That's all I know. That's all I need to know.
How can you go to all this trouble and not understand why?
Because it's safer that way. We had our memories suppressed before the mission. That way, none of us could betray the Dark Lady if we were captured. Shah's secrets must be protected. Duty demands it. Once I fulfill my mission, I can have my memories restored.
Admirable conviction, though I think I'd prefer to know what I was getting myself into.
That's not a luxury open to many people, us included. I have my faith to turn to instead. You should find something of your own.
Why were you in pain before?
The wound on my hand. It never quite heals. And sometimes it causes terrible pain to rip through me. It's my burden, though, from Lady Shah. I can feel her influence somehow.
What causes it to hurt you?
It's difficult to say. Sometimes I wonder if it's supposed to be guiding me, punishing me, testing me. But perhaps it's none of those. Perhaps it's completely random. I'd like to hope there's more to it than that. Some meaning that Lady Shah will reveal to me when the time is right. Until then, all I can do is endure.
Is there anything I can do to help with it?
I don't think so, but you're sweet to ask. Maybe just be patient the next time you see me wince or cry out. It'll pass quickly enough. It always does. Pain is sacred to followers of Lady Shah. Pain will give way to loss and then to the peace of her eternal darkness. You can tolerate a great deal of suffering so long as it has meaning.
Why would Shar subject you to such a thing?
I cannot say. Not with what I can recall. But even then, it would not be for me to question her will. Lady Shah has her reasons.
I want to talk about your Shar worship.
I'm sure you do. But please try to understand that it's not something I can just talk about freely.
Let's see if we can persuade her to tell us. I have no problems with Shar worshippers, if that's what concerns you. Or, you should trust me, we're in the same boat after all. I don't know if this one is actually true. Only because with Eilistraee as our deity, she aligns herself with Selûne, who's an adversary of Shar. I don't know how she feels about working with a Shar worshipper. So maybe this might be more sensible.
Very well. Perhaps there's potential in you. Let's see how you handle this. I am indeed a disciple of Shah, Mistress of the Night and Lady of Loss. I assume you've heard of her?
I'm probably not as familiar with Shar, so it might help to learn more. Remind me.
My Lady Shah is the Night Singer, the patron of darkness and loss.
Fascinating. Please continue. This is more out of curiosity than anything.
Most fear the dark, like children, because in darkness they see their fears reflected. But Shah teaches us to step beyond fear, beyond loss. In darkness, we do not hide. We act. Pain, hope, the promise of better days. All of these are heavy cloaks that bend our backs and burden our hearts. We shed those cloaks. Before Shah, we stand gloriously naked, beyond the vanities of mortals.
How exactly do Shar worshippers turn people to their goddess?
We tear down the lies the world is drunk on. The institutions they trust, the so-called gods they worship, the lives they cling to. We destroy false idols, topple corrupt organizations, fight heretics wherever they're found. There's often suffering, death even. Many people break before they embrace Shah's truths.
think these two could be possible. I think for Mayaenatha, although she may not agree with the beliefs, she won't judge against Shadowheart for being a follower because of the fact that Eilistraee teaches redemption and understanding. So she may not be one to so easily despise Shard worshippers. I won't cast judgment on your beliefs.
Curious. Most are afraid of my lady. I think I did well by joining you. Most agreeable company.
I think that's everything. So let's head back. Alright, so we're back at the goblin camp. So, our friend Volo was here. Apparently he got captured. We didn't do anything to really help him in this situation with his ballad, and he ended up being taken inside the goblin fortress, which is apparently some sort of outpost or temple of a former deity, from what we know. So at some point we have to go rescue him. Somehow we gotta deal with these goblins though. We're here to take out the goblins, and more importantly, their leadership, who's been organizing them. Let's see. What's going on here?
Then he lifts up this place with his other arm. Excuse me, if you have a drawer inside, planning and such.
Statue of Seluna. This room must have been dedicated to her.
Swirls his fingers.
And now it's a nest for some filthy goblins. A fitting end.
Stands back up.
Okay, so it's a Seluna outpost. Interesting. Oh, goblin kids and a dead adventurer. Huh.
Stupid dead bastard! Give him a good kicking! He deserves it!
What did he do to deserve that?
He killed my mum and dad! Made a bloody orphan of me!
Understandable then, I suppose. Give him an extra kick for me, child.
Sorry for your loss.
I ain't bothered about it. Better off without him. Stupid old geezers should have put up more of a fight. Don't mean we can't enjoy putting the boot into this prick a stick, though.
Interesting. What's up here, I wonder?
You've seen one of them nose up close. Proper scary. And now with my brother. Swallowed him all. Yeah, that also.
There's bodies here. That could be useful. Let's see.
Trap. Be cautious.
Blast mine. Should probably go it alone. How far can I jump?
Watch how you go. There's a trap.
Another trap. Shovel, you might want to stay back as well. So you might trigger a trap unintentionally.
Don't give me trouble now.
Some gold and a glowing shield. Interesting.
Never a dull moment.
Oh, well. That was unfortunate. Thank goodness for potions. Let's explore up here some.
What path lies before me?
Oh. Some people are sleeping. Looks like they've had too much to drink. Let's see if we can get the jump on them.
What's that? Looks like the booze got the better of them. They're practically unconscious.
What's a tick got to be said about? Yeah, they got some shit in magicka. So I start creeping round. 'Cause I ain't wasting arrows, not me. And I run up to the guy and think, try eating this.
You kill him? Nah, he captured, right?
Easy.
Don't want to draw any attention.
Give him to the drow. Says his stick. What's a tick got to be sad about? Then he turns. Must have read my mind, you know.
Maybe we can jump down.
So I grab his hand and crush it. Red. Sparkly stuff red. Then he lifts up this mess with his other arm.
Keeping low. Keeping quiet.
Alright, well, you're next.
That's a long word.
My patience wanes.
Okay.
Into the shadows.
Uh-oh.
What heck? My head hurts bad. You crash about like a drunken ogre. Didn't think Drow was so clumsy. Leave us to rest.
Ooh. That was a close one.
I've got a long road ahead.
Seems like being a drow comes with its advantage. Let's try to get
Work to do.
Shadowheart.
Let's step softly.
But let's not jump where Lae'zel is.
I'm shooting arrows at his head.
Doesn't make any sense.
Alright. We succeeded.
With every breath, a purpose.
Now that they're asleep, we can get the jump on them. So we'll start with Lae'zel.
Don't mind me.
Let's bring everyone else up the rear.
I can't afford to fail.
This is making my head hurt.
I see a way. Ready for
and they're surprised. Let's see, let's put a hex on them. Bring. And then.
That won't work.
Oh, that didn't work.
Swift and lethal.
Also didn't hit. All right. My turn.
Again.
Wow, we're really not landed these hits.
Focus.
Let's try again.
Try something else.
Ah,
Time to strike.
finally, somebody hit something. All right. There we go, shove.
Can't afford to let up.
Nice. And dexterity. And once again, we'll can't hit anything.
Swift and lethal.
How unfortunate. Oh, there goes Shovel. But we can always bring him back. That's unfortunate. There we go.
Need to act fast.
Perfect. it's poison. Disadvantage on my attack rolls. As if they were working in the first place.
Let my enemies fall.
Time to strike. No time to waste.
With haste.
Let's see.
Baldur, the wit on you.
Perfect.
My faith will protect me. On I go.
Two steps at a time.
And let's see. Can you hit something? Finally.
Victory awaits.
That worked. So I'm ensnared, which stinks. But I can still hit someone.
Can't give up. Not now.
Excellent. One moment. Let's see. All right. Sorry, I had to check something for some reason. There we go.
Time to press ahead.
Let's get the band back together.
What's hiding here?
Hello, Key. Welcome in. How are you?
That wall's barely holding
Sorry, I
together.
couldn't answer the call. Oh, no worries.
Might be useful.
We had to get the hair on fleet. So we're on episode 4 of the role play. We're about to get into one big nasty fight, but I know you're about to have a good time elsewhere. Got your hair done, and now you're about to have some fun later on.
Freshened up and ready to fight.
I have an idea.
Who wants another drink?
Let me bring out shovel. The best way to deal with this situation
Tastes even better when you nick it out.
So Will and Shadowheart
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
can stay up here to fight. No, actually, it may be better to bring Shadowheart down. Will can stay and use the Eldritch Blast. Mayaenatha will need to be down here.
Blade at the ready. Keeping pace.
But I still have that horn with the ogres.
No time to rest.
So use the horn to bring the ogres in to help with this fight.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
And the rest of us will just be down here fighting.
Too fat. Dragons is fat and they fly by.
Have to find Halcyon before it's too late. I doubt these goblins care much for their prisoners' wealth.
Let's hope we find them in one piece.
But it's massive.
Let's see.
It's still just a babe. It don't feel right messing with it is all.
Shadowheart can be up here. Most part. I want to be away from that ogre. That could probably one-shot me.
Maggots will be done. Repositioning.
I'll put Lae'zel here.
I don't fancy chasing this thing. It looks right peeved. Has it even a bird?
And I will have Shovel start the battle, being invisible. So that means the goblins should be surprised when the hit is land.
What's that? I think I heard the absolute voice just now.
Alright.
That's the drink.
This is either going to go very well or very bad.
No, too fat. Dragons is fat and they fly by.
You sought a fight, and now you have one.
Come on, can't stay idle.
Stuff your belly, brother. The
Oh,
feast has begun.
and there they are. And good. They're right here, so they're gonna definitely get a hold of these folks.
Sad is stick. What's got to be sad about?
All right. Get wrecked. And then to be a funny ass, I'm gonna cast Sanctuary so I can't get hit.
Victory awaits.
Meanwhile, Lae'zel we're gonna take out Brat. All right. We gotta bring Will into the fight. We're gonna hit him. Wonderful.
I am fury. I am death.
Bet them guys nice and juicy.
Yeah, Shovel's gonna be the sacrificial lamb here. Oh well.
Let's finish this.
Let's do this. Who's dead? Grant. Let's also cast Sanctuary on ourselves. Ooh. Wow, Will.
Crush the bull bag.
They kill Shovel, and they miss Lae'zel.
Sad is stick. What's a tick got to be sad about?
There we go. Now that they start attacking the goblins, they're going to start making a break for the ogres.
Excellent word. Might will prevail.
Will's gonna be more hit and run here.
No choice but to keep going.
Let's see, what can be done here? What do I have in my arsenal? Hmm. Well, actually, this satchel could be useful.
Time to press ahead.
Trying to put that blade song to some good use.
Doesn't make any sense.
Fuck, which is on Lae'zel. Alright, excellent. At least Lae'zel will be protected.
That's a long word.
Nice. Work like a charm.
Sad is stick. What's a tick got to be sad about?
Nice. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Sad is stick. What's a tick got to be sad about?
Oh. Nice. That worked perfectly. All right. I think Will needs to focus on taking out these smaller goblins.
Fading fast.
Oh, there goes Fank. Here we go.
Taking position.
This is my time.
Nothing will stand in my way.
And as for this guy,
Fading fast.
ooh, Down you go.
Victor's path.
Let's see. Ah, that's frustrating.
Another fight. Let's go. One day I'll catch a break.
Oh, no good. And Shadowheart falls. This isn't looking sexy for all of us. These things count as bruiser.
On the victor's path.
And Will can't hit the backside of a barn.
Where do I go from here?
This may be looking grim, so I may need to have an exit strategy.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
I'm still under sanctuary, so they can't attack me. Oh, he's prone. Well, the sale's gonna be going because of that burn. And once again, will cannot hit. Accuracy not achieved with will.
I wonder if this is worth the cost. Breathe deep and move.
All right, so for you, everyone is coming for will. And Lae'zel is dead. Well, I was hoping Lae'zel would have lasted a little longer. Will won't be able to escape. What else one I can use?
Finding my way.
There we go.
My injuries need tending.
No holding back.
Kind of hoping Lae'zel will be able to go before, but I guess not how it works. They're all in prison. Oh, that's right, I forgot. They don't actually die here, but the party wipes.
Put your arm in it, Tree. You want to grow into a weak.
Hmm.
You're gonna be a hunter, so show it.
I have an invisibility potion. I'm trying to see. I want that warped headband.
You want to grow into a weakling? You're gonna be a hunter, so show it.
So let's see.
I have to keep going.
Let's bring back Shadowheart first.
Fate, dost thou require a new ally? Then thou must return with the proper payment. This is the price of balance. Well counted. By doom and dusk I strike thy name from the archives. Rise.
Welcome back. All right. So we have to find some way to get back there without drawing the attention of everyone. I'm gonna lie, we took a beating back there. And our companions are stuck in prison.
Rested enough. Now, forward.
The pride of the gate.
They may have to fight their way out, to be honest.
Defender of the people.
Who here has the best sleight of hands? It is Will. Will is probably gonna need a guidance necklace. Oh, that's right. They're without their stuff. Their equipment was taken. Well, it's definitely gonna have to be Will then. What's this do?
What's this now?
Decaying legs protrude from the hole. A failed escape, it seems.
Let's pull the body free.
The body comes loose, revealing a tunnel. Perhaps you can escape where he failed.
Still blocked, but shouldn't take much effort to clear it. Still blocked, but shouldn't take much effort to clear it.
Can I attack it?
Strange. What would some drow wizard in Moonrise want to look at you for?
Oh.
Certainly you won't be because of your beautiful eyes.
What do they need to be looking at any of us for, is what I'm saying? We're all on the same side. Why we're gonna set the true soul on fire? They're drow. They're stuck up. Ignore them.
Time for a great escape.
Didn't throw you to the spiders yet.
I need to get out before
Do you hear the
the potion runs out.
Do you feel inside you? I only hear her
Smells
through
like
you,
burnt flesh in
princess.
here.
That's because she chose me. You know what? So much fun that those thieves almost got.
So what do you know? I'm free. I do the same for Lae'zel.
Objective noted.
Ah,
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
our stuff is there, but he's got all the companions out.
Light on my feet.
On his Gale.
What's on your mind? Apart from finding me an artifact to consume, which I assume you're pursuing with the appropriate urgency.
Oh. I think I have a magical artifact you'll be interested in.
That is most gratifying to hear. May I?
Alright, let's give him artifacts.
Thank you. That hit the spot. I can feel it work. The magic, it's like a lullaby that sings to sleep the demon inside. A metaphorical demon, I haste to point out, but no less dangerous. And no less bound to wake up again to continue its ravages. Such is the nature of all monsters.
Perhaps now you'll tell me what this is in aid of.
Grateful as I am, the course of our camaraderie is much better served by not taking that particular detour. Not just yet. Sincerely, though. I understand I ask a lot from you with few answers in return. But in time, all will be told.
Don't mention it. I'm glad I could help.
My lady, I bow to your boundless kindness.
Let's take a long rest. Because quite frankly, we got beat down.
You don't sleep well, flitting between dreams and nightmares. Maybe you wake up because you know something is wrong. Or maybe you just get lucky.
Shit. No, it's not what it looks like. I swear. I wasn't going to hurt you. I just needed, well, blood.
There, in the dim firelight, you see him for what he really is. A vampire, a slave to sanguine hunger.
Yikes. He really tried to bite me. Without consent. He's been very disagreeable. And then he tries to bite me. Wow. And we've had a problem with Astarion this whole time. He nearly tried to kill me at the beach, assuming I was working with the Illithids. He's been disagreeable with me this whole time. And then, while I'm trying to sleep, he was trying to bite into me. I think at this point, we can't really trust Astarion. He didn't give us any reasons to believe that he's cooperative, and now we see him for a vampire. He could possibly be a danger to the group. So we take a stake and put it through him.
So, the pale one is gone. It's for the better, given his palate.
He wasn't the worst company, bloodlust aside. Part of me will miss him.
Need I remind you that he tried to open one of our necks like a Therian Red?
I did not bring this danger into our camp. Perhaps whoever did should be more careful in future.
Well, it was me for trying to invite him despite our reservations. It was a mistake, and not one will repeat.
No, we won't. From now on, we'll only make new, interesting mistakes. So called because you like to scratch behind the ear?
Well, and there goes Astarion, the vampire that tried to bite into me. But we were taking no chances with that at all.
Open up.
Well, not gonna need these things.
I want to have a word.
Gale is positively voracious. Well, let him suck up all the magic he needs, as long as he doesn't snack on a Githyanki's silver sword.
anything from Will?
Gale slurped that thing up like a horse with a carrot. I hope he got what he needed from it.
Will, Grayson, please.
So, Gale just consumes magical items like I do wine. We truly are a group apart. Nevertheless, as quirks go, that's a new one for me.
So Lae'zel does not have a weapon. Still has the armor and equipment, but weapon-wise, it's gone. Oh, there's the Doom Hammer. There we go. Might have to sell some stuff. We're kind of on the broke side. So we won't be venturing back to the camp anytime soon. Let's make our way back to the grove. Nope. I think Shadowheart wants to speak with us.
There's something I want to talk to you about. Something important.
Well, now I'm intrigued. Do continue.
I could have died in that pod, back on the Nautiloid. You could have died, spending precious moments trying to free me, but you did it anyway. I owe you my life. I'm trying to say that you've earned my trust in a way very few ever have. I want that to mean something. I want you to know more about me, at least from what I can remember. As long as I've prayed to Lady Shah, I've wished to serve her as a dark justiciar. There is scarcely a greater way to fully dedicate yourself to Lady Shah, save perhaps if you become the head of her church. To become a dark justiciar is to become the Night Singer's sword arm, her implement with which she will cast down the unbelievers and win the final battle to restore her perfect, endless darkness. It's all I ever wanted. I prayed it was my calling. But Mother forbid me from seeking to prove myself worthy of the rank. She said I was not ready. Not my mother, I should add. The Mother Superior, head of Lady Shah's enclave in Baldur's Gate. Sometimes I wonder if she would ever deem me ready. I owe her everything, and I only wish to serve, yet she can prove inscrutable.
I don't understand. Why be so secret about such an ambition?
Dark justiciars are hated by many, judged to be ruthless fanatics. Even the few who would accept a follower of Lady Shah would likely balk at a justiciar in their midst. But there's a simpler answer to your question. I simply forgot about the desire I had until I saw some things that reminded me. Now, I can't get it out of my mind.
Do you think she'll ever relent and make you a dark justiciar?
I don't know. Perhaps if I succeed in my mission and reach Baldur's Gate. Hope has little place amongst Lady Shah's children. It's an illusion, a distraction. But for this, I hope my time will yet come.
Thank you for sharing.
Thank you. I had a feeling you'd be understanding.
So Shadowheart has a desire to be a dark justiciar. Apparently, they are a very powerful form of acolyte within Shar worshippers, but very hated by many. Maybe it's similar to the sword dancers of Eilistraee in some way, though we're not necessarily hated, but we are heavily coveted within our order. Be interesting to know more. Let's see if we can get a more suitable weapon or armaments for Lae'zel.
Looking for steel? I have, well, something close.
Let's see. A glaive and a halberd and a heavy crossbow. All these are on the table. This as well. Been needing this either. I mean, a doom hammer can be of use. But maybe a heavy crossbow will also help Lae'zel with issue with range. Let's get Lae'zel a heavy crossbow.
Hell's take me. What I wouldn't do for best tools.
Let's see what we can get from Auntie Ethel.
Hello, Petal. Need anything? Any bother?
Fantastic. An invis potion would do wonders. We don't really need these scrolls. Many of these are useless. We can sell these two to offset the costs.
Take care now.
Right, that helps.
Eager for battle.
Roland shows off his thunder wave.
What to do?
Depends. How many people are
How
dumb
much
enough to
further
ask?
can I go?
Let's go back to the Blighted Village. The goblin camp may not be accessible to us at this moment. Interesting. A hole. Huh. And up. Oh. What's in here?
Seems like someone might be able to have a twist.
Or maybe a bit of a drinking problem.
We could put stuff in here. How about our scrolls? This horn is useless. I should have sold this. I could put this here. That sound. Wow. That is some work going on there.
Action.
Oh, before I...
The pride of the gate.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
As you approach, a guttural scream and a succession of quick bangs rattle the door. Then, a low moan. Someone, or something, is having a bit of fun.
Hello? Anybody in there?
Go away!
Curious.
Leave it. Whoever's inside doesn't want an audience, and I don't want to fight.
Oh, but the curiosity in me can't help it. We'll open it regardless. Oh.
What the hell are you doing?
I mean, this isn't all that bad. Maybe I can get myself out of this. Do carry on. There's bookshops in Baldur's Gate that pay well for this kind of smut. Fantastic.
Tell of my rutting, my virility.
Don't want this puny rutting written down.
Puny? I am strong. I am virile. I am
Enough! Oh, a moment ruined. Passion squished like slow goats underfoot. Oh, we leave.
And he is disappointed. Looks like we ruined a good moment. Oh well.
Can't slow down.
Hey now. Someone's over here sleeping.
Out of sight, out of mind. These boots have seen everything.
We could take advantage of this. Since no one's around.
Maybe I should stay crouched forever. I'll strike you down.
Cloak and dagger. My favorite.
Success.
Can't give up now.
And more loot.
Moving in. What's inside?
What is up here? Oh, what's this?
A feast fit for an ogre. You notice a peculiar dagger protruding from the tough, leathery meat.
Let's see if we can carefully wiggle the dagger until it slides free. Well, that didn't work. I'll give it one more try.
Strained by your clumsy technique, the blade snaps in two.
Well, I tried. Oh well. We move on.
That's curious.
Oh, what do we have here? Don't say no to more gold. Hang on. Target rock.
May the darkness protect you.
What's this? Ooh. Lots of good food. What's that over there?
Something tore right through these people. They didn't stand a chance.
The creature's eyes roll back in its head, equal parts bliss and agony. She'd eaten, feasted, and yet, looking into her eyes, you can see it wasn't enough. She's still hungry.
Come, see! My flesh becomes new flesh!
You hear what comes next before you see it. The sharp snapping of bones, and a yelp of pain as her body starts to twist and undulate. The realization hits you. That stench wasn't the dead. You can sense that the hyena's very flesh is desecrated. Gnolls, vicious, monstrous humanoids can spawn from the corpses of dying hyenas.
Bless the hyena, try to purge her body of evil. But it's a new one. The easy thing to do would be to strike while the beast is vulnerable. But again, the teaching of Eilistraee tells us to cherish nature. And to try to redeem anything, even with hyenas that are dying. So this would be more accurate to try to bless the hyena.
Slowly, her broken body starts to calm, to stop its wild contortions. She lies still.
Flesh inside is quiet. Flesh inside is dead. Murderer!
As the life fades from her eyes, the gnoll within her dies too, stillborn.
All right. That one's trying to get away. We need to stop that one at all costs. So, exit. And then and always missing. Can Lae'zel hit?
No time to waste.
Oh, a crit. Beautiful. Well done. The heavy crossbow is already paying off for Lae'zel.
What's the plan? On I go.
Okay, that didn't work.
Watch it!
Okay.
Here we go again.
Might will prevail. No time to waste.
I will ascend. I will not know failure.
Nice.
Can't give up. Let's do this.
Places everyone with nose.
Ah, so that one became a null. %75% and still missing. That is incredible.
I am fury. I am death. It has it. Time to strike.
Yeah, we're gonna try that again. Nice.
Nothing important is ever easy.
Redemption.
Pay attention! Pus-sucking maggot!
Need to stay focused. Let me strike true.
That was close.
I'm exhausted. Better find somewhere to camp soon. Anything of use? Need to find a way forward.
What's this? Deliver the chest to me unopened. Read the first sentence again. Open it and I will know, because you will be dead. This is not a threat. This is what will happen if you open the chest. Interesting. These were caravan folks that were carrying some sort of shipment. But the shipment's not here.
What's in here? More for me?
Oh, what's going on here?
Whatever
Wow.
killed those gnolls might be nearby. Careful.
There's a lot of dead gnolls here. Ugh, not bad cheese. Yeah, very ugly battle took place here. A lot of food and water.
Cut it out.
Ooh. Who's in here?
Only thing you give a dragon is bad.
Some people.
Who's there? Please, keep your distance. You're welcome to shelter here, but we've grave injuries to tend to.
Who or what attacked you?
A devil, the most deadly foe we've yet encountered. We are Paladins of Tyr, Lord of Justice. He sent us after an infernal being, straight out of the Nine Hells, hiding in the form of a one-horned tiefling.
One horn? Then you mean Karlach, Archdevil's bootlicker.
You know her, which means you know what the Fiend is capable of. She slaughtered countless refugees fleeing the Absolute. Yesterday, she butchered an entire family without mercy. We were lucky to survive our encounter with her.
This could be the work of a devil, but they collect souls through cunning, not carnage.
Where is this devil?
She ran toward the river when she saw we were merely wounded, not dead. Down the hill from here. She must pay for her crimes. If you capture her, you will have served Tyr where we could not. This is the sword of justice, blessed by Tyr. I've wielded it since I swore my oath. It's all I have, but it's yours if you stop her. Bring me her head, and Tyr will consider her crimes repaid.
Well, if what he says is true, then this devil has to be stopped at all costs. And it's the same devil that Will is tracking down too. So it seems like this devil is plenty of trouble. All right. I guess we can help them out.
May the just God guide you.
If you want to go poking around in the cellar, be my guest. Plug your nose first, though.
Hi, what's down there?
Corpse, half rotted to mush. Must have been down there a 10-day or more.
This is a nice place to hole up in. What is it?
It was a toll house. By the time we arrived, it was more like a slaughterhouse. There's more monsters than coin moving down this road.
Toll houses mean gold. Seen any around?
There's a locked door down the hatch. Doesn't look like anyone's managed to get in. If there's any gold left, that's where it'll be.
The rot of death. Delightful.
Holy hell. Let's see what's down here anyway. Some worthwhile loot that we can sell. Or food for long rest. Must be the toll collector. A ledger containing details of a toll house takings for the current year 1492 DR. Most entries are neatly written listing the travelers and the amount of gold paid, but the next on the most recent page is smudged and rambling. Mayaenatha for merchants with single wagon of sundries, 25 gold. The Flaming Fist Company, 15 fists and gauntlet, 100 gold fee waived. Fists don't pay tolls, they extort. Brewer and 2 guards bringing kegs to Joaquin's Rest, 35 gold. 7 farmers, no goods, no gold, wounded, warned us to leave. Sent courier to request extra guards or relief. More farmers, too many to count, no goods, carrying their own dead. Road untenable. Preparing to abandon posts. So things got ugly down here. Unfortunately, he didn't make it. Sarah need a key.
Cursed to put my hands on everything.
Oh, no good for us here. Oh. That's unfortunate.
Need any supplies? We've fewer mouths to feed now.
How many did you lose?
2. Both stalwarts of Tyr, sworn to uphold justice.
What happened to you?
The Lord of Justice sent us after a devil haunting this area. We squared off against her. We lost. Talk to Anders if you want the details. I don't have it in me to recount the horror.
See what you have to trade. Smoke bearer palm is always nice. Scroll mirror image is also pretty nice to have too. Yeah, pushes are on bus. Might as well have that too.
In Tyr's name.
Lots of good stuff for long rest. Maybe not close. Oh, a baguette. What's up this cell? Oh, a ladder. Another toll collector. Huh. It's over here.
A key. It might open the toll house vault.
Someone's over here. It's like they're aching.
One horn. The stink of Avernus. Advocatus Diaboli.
Well, I'll be God's damned. The Blade of Frontiers. Thought I'd shaken you for good. That'll teach me to underestimate you.
You're the devil we've been hunting. Karlach, right?
Bloody right. An honor to be chased by the Blade of Frontiers, but I...
A great heat roars through you. Her heat, fiery as the hells. Then you're lost in visions of demonic armies as you tear through a landscape of fire and blood, the Blood War. You saw it from above as the Nautiloid passed through Avernus. This woman was on the front line.
What was that?
Evidence. Proof that you're a devil. A gladiator in the archdevil Zariel's army.
I can explain, but it's a whole situation. If you just hear me out...
Another vision. Karlach's blade raised, slicing through devils, Zariel's servants, as her eyes dart around, seeking escape. Her rage and desperation seep into you. She is a victim of the Blood War, not an agent of it.
She's trying to trick us. Don't believe her lies.
You saw the truth. I never wanted to serve Zariel. I was enlisted in her army against my will. Forced to fight, and fight I did. When I saw an opportunity to get away, I took it. Finally home. Or near it, anyway.
You served her. That's enough to damn you.
So up until this point, we've been under the belief that this Karlach is a soldier for Zariel, and that she's been terrorizing the Sword Coast ever since she escaped from Avernus. We believe this from Will. We believe this from the Paladins of Tyr. But now, with this connection of the tadpole, we've seen that she's not who they say she is. That she was actually fighting other demons and other devils to escape. And she claims that she's more of a victim than taking part in the massacres that they were saying. So she may be... maybe she's not who they claim she is. Maybe she can actually be more of an ally, if anything. Be practical. She's infected, same as us. And powerful, too. We could use her as an ally.
You don't know what you're saying. You're asking me to trust a devil.
Well, clearly she's not a devil. She's a tiefling. And there's a big difference. We gotta make Will see this. God, you're stubborn. Karlach's not a devil and you know it. I mean, we all saw the vision. He truly can't be blinded by his duty.
Listen to sense now. I don't want this to end badly for either of us. You know monsters, right? Better than anyone. Look into my eyes. Can't you see I'm not what you think?
Shit. You really are no devil, are you? I've been deceived.
Oh, thank the gods. Thought I was gonna have to take your head.
You would have died in the attempt. But there have been enough threats today.
Truce then, eh?
Aye. Truce.
I'm Karlak, but you already knew that. And you are...
I'm Mayaenatha.
Well met, soldier. Nice to meet a friendly around here. It's been tough going so far. I may not be a devil, but I can put the Blade's reputation to work. How would you feel about helping me kill some evil bastards? Little background if your moral compass needs something to point at. You already know I fought in the Blood War. I was good. Really good. It turns out I've got a knack for killing demons. That made me a valuable asset. Zariel, the archdevil herself, made me as her personal attack dog. I played along until I could get the fuck out of there. But devils don't like to lose their assets. Zariel liked it so little. She sent a bunch of goons, so-called Paladins of Tyr, to take me back. Problem is, I'm not going.
Welcome, Mintai. I'm doing an immersive roleplay of Baldur's Gate 3. So my conversations are in the more immersive roleplay perspective. If you want to know more, do !RP to see the document to learn more about this playthrough. So you want me to kill the people hunting you?
Don't worry, I'll lead the charge. But I could use your help. There's a lot of them and only one of me. After that, we can team up. Take Faerun by the short hairs. Sound good?
I like her. She looks like she could throw me over her shoulder and carry me to safety, should the need arise.
We could certainly use a big bruiser like her on our side. And I think the Paladins of Tears were not fully honest with us, much like Will wasn't so sure about who she really was. Let's do it.
Fuck yes! They cornered me outside the toll house just up the hill. Doubt they've gone far after the scorching I gave them. Looks like your troops all trooped up. You'll need to send someone packing if you want me to join.
We can send Lae'zel back.
Fine. I shall wait in our camp.
Let's hop.
It's like we'll have something to say.
So, Will, now that we've made peace, how about we get to know each other properly? What's your story?
Not so much a story as a pantomime. And I've played my part all too poorly.
Someone set you on Karlak's tail. I'd like to know more about your source.
I would too. Go on, Will. We're listening. Who sicked you on me?
You're not the only one who's had a villain's knife held to your throat, Karlak.
You make it sound like a harvest of devils coming for you, Will.
You're closer than you know. One night soon when we make camp, the veil will be lifted, and I'll face my penance.
Venice? Well, should I be worried?
You're not in any danger, I promise. I can't say the same about me.
Well, this is going to be interesting to say the least. He's talking about paying his penance. I wonder what that all means. Quite curious.
Those paladins I need to stomp are that away. What's the story?
Something's wrong with Gale. I think he might need another magical artifact.
My condition is worsening again. I need to consume some powerful magic or it may become volatile.
Well, let's see what we have to give. Guess we don't need to use these boots.
Thank you. It is a strange experience. Each time anew, like a lost soul is spelunking through the darkness that is me, only to be sacrificed on the dread altar of the heart. Somehow the second artifact hasn't had the effect of the first. It's somewhat relieved the discomfort, but I fear my hunger hasn't quite...
Oh, you're all right. Is there anything I can do to help you?
You do plenty for me, more than you realize. But this cannot be remedied. The magic isn't having the effect it should have. It's not like the last time, like a rainstorm that quells a forest fire. It merely drizzles. The embers still sizzle, the fire remains undefeated. I'm not certain what's going on, but nothing good. Please, I need to think. I need to retrace my steps to a glade of calm and think. Thank you for the artifact. A great deal of trouble it was too. A great deal of trouble indeed.
So he's having concern the magic may not be having the same effect as last time. That could be concerning. Let's upgrade Carlat. Pretty straightforward. Level 2. Level 3. Oh no, we're not multi-classing. Let's cancel that. Subclass. She would actually be more of a wild heart barbarian. I think for her, we'll go with bear. At least with the bear heart, she'll have resistance to all damage except psychic. Plus, she got a little healing on her side as well. As for feet, give her a tavern brawler and up her strength. All right. At this point, now is a good time to stop here for episode 4, and we'll continue the rest of this in episode 5.